Many more women cheat. And being a woman myself, I get to be an insider to the things that women talk about. And yes, they will admit to one another that they cheat, but you will never hear an ounce of remorse. They always victimize themselves. What they'll say is, instead of saying, you know what, I cheated, it was wrong, it was dishonest of me, it was betrayal, and I'll never do it again, what you will hear is, well, I cheated because I had to. He wasn't giving me what I needed and what I deserved as a woman. And all the other women will, jump right in and, be victims and victimize her, saying, oh, you poor thing. He should have treated you better. You take care of his kids and you do this and you do that. And he should have appreciated you more and you wouldn't have had to go screw another man. But it's really quite scary how they do that. But they're never remorseful, and they always shift the...
Into a car park in Perth, and this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Female parking, alright, so there's female parking there, and then there's the blue parking, which is the standard parking. Now I'm gonna see if the spots are wider. This is the standard parking spot. It's almost like me length. Now we'll go to the women's one. This is me fully stretched out. It's at least 20% wider. And if you look up there, it's actually, this is the female parking area. I think that is disgusting. It is sexist. The city of Perth needs to be held accountable for their actions. Sexist city, not on.
You let him slip it? By accident?
I make too much money to let that happen.
What? How much money do you, how much money you make a year?
30,000 a year.
How much?
30,000 a year.
How much money you make at the end of the year?
I make 14,000 a month.
I'm not impressed.
I didn't ask you for your price, but I told you how much I make a month.
Good for you.
How do you make that in a month?
I sell solar.
Solar?
Solar, yeah.
So you make 14 grand a month?
Yes.
And what she just did is indicative of how a lot of modern women move throughout the world. This type of entitlement. And what gives them that entitlement? Well, this right here, this little parking spot. I mean, look at this. Bigger parking spaces, okay, but newly paved all the way down. Really? Y'all can't park in the same. What they're probably trying to do is put them up closer to the front. I'm not sure about why they would give them a bigger space, other than maybe they have a child or maybe they're pregnant. So I get the concept, and then all of you other regulars can park back here. But society continues to make everything easier for modern women. Everything easier. Why? Well, once again, we can go back to this video. Well, I did it because of X, Y, and Z. Did you cheat? Yes, but I did it for a good reason. I did it because I couldn't handle what I was going through anymore. Cue the tears. Cue the ugly cry face. And women will back that up every single time. Now, there are some women that will hold her accountable, but those women, they try to silence them pretty fast. So her response to that man when he said, I make 14K a month. Good for you. Did you hear him? He makes your salary darn near your salary in 2 months, and you're talking trash. The man with your salary can work, like I said, 2 months out of the year and be done. If he really wants to clown you, he can work 3 months and be done. Oh, I make more than that in 3 months. You still working, slaving away all day. Entitlement.
To order a pizza that doesn't have a child. Well, hold on, I got this. Tell me this. Has anyone ever ordered a pizza by accident? Yeah, just open the door. How'd this pizza get here? I was hoping God would stop the pizza. I said I haven't had any. First of all, I've had a lot of pizza. Here's the thing. You can't just say, well, you haven't had any kids, so you don't know anything about kids. Because here's the thing. I've never flown a helicopter. If I saw one in a tree, I could still be like, dude,
Who do you think are more trustworthy, men or women?
Definitely men.
Why?
I don't trust anything that can bleed for 7 days and not die.
No, this...
Why you got a problem when I go into silent mode? Silent mode is where I find my inner peace in sticky situations.
Yeah, so I feel like you should be able to share your sticky situation.
But sometimes you are the sticky situation.
That's rude.
No, it's truthful. It's
Well,
transparent.
Yeah, so you should be transparent and say, like, this is my problem.
But sometimes I can't because
Why?
you're in bitch mode. So if you're in bitch mode, I'm going in silent mode.
But you're probably in silent mode because, but it's not. This is my gripe. I have a gripe. If I haven't, I'm having a bad day,
Yeah.
why am I not allowed to have a bad day?
Well, excuse me. When I want to just say a gripe, I get, what about you? Not, raw. What's your gripe? I get, but. And if you didn't, that's what I get. That's the responses I get. So excuse me.
Well, I feel like you're making this about you. This was my gripe. When I'm having a bad day,
My days.
they say, like, you should really try and listen to your partner.
No, you know what? You do listen, but you don't hear. You do listen. Women are great listeners, but they don't hear. They don't absorb. They don't take in. They listen and they react. 9 times out of 10. Disregard in the dictionary should have a definition of a woman's response.
Sometimes it's like, well, I can't help you on that. It's your gripe and it's valid because it's yours.
But you invalidate it with your disregards, and I will go into silent mode so I can find inner peace and come back to this at a later time.
Well, I think
but no, you want to do it now, and it has to be your way.
Well, I'd love to be in.
What I like about that previous clip is they were able to joke around with each other. That's what a lot of men want. You're one of the boys to me. If we're going to be best friends, I have to be able to be transparent with you. I have to be able to make a joke, say some things that you might not like, but I'm doing it so that we can move forward. Now I understand that I can cross a line and I need to understand, how to be sensitive, how to be attentive to your needs. It's a balance there. It's a compromise. That's fair. But too many women take themselves seriously. Like this woman in this clip, she said, well, that's rude. He said, I'm not trying to be rude, but sometimes the problem for me is you. Modern women don't want to hear that. They don't. You can go into this mode, as he says, where really, honestly and truly, there's no talking to you. Everything that comes out of your mouth, you think that you're right about. And I cannot deal with you. Once again, contrasting that type of behavior with the woman in the previous clip, where the man said the joke. A lot of modern women will get upset about that. Oh, I'll divorce him today. If a man ever talked to me like that, then I wouldn't even be with him. That's foolishness. A woman come to a man's comedy show. The man just talking about kids and pizza, and it was a good joke. Oh, you don't know anything about kids. I don't know anything about a helicopter either. But if I see it in a tree, then I would know something went wrong. I don't have to be in the helicopter to know that he made a mistake. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't want to be in the helicopter. That would put me in danger. And that's what modern women want men to do. Be in a dangerous situation. I want you to put yourself in my shoes. We go out at all times of the night and we fear for our lives. A man is saying, I wouldn't be out there because I know that there would be something lurking. Oh, it's going to be a man that's doing it. I don't care who it is. It could be a snake, a man, a rat, a bear. I don't care. I'm not going out there at that time of night. If I'm out there, then I have something on me. Period. But it's all about you. You don't want to listen. Sometimes you are the problem. If modern women would start taking accountability, then maybe that lady wouldn't have said anything. Maybe she would have just enjoyed the joke. Don't take yourself too seriously. You're the problem. Hey, I feel a certain way about this joke, but I'm going to sit down and listen. I'm going to relax. I'm going to comprehend what he's saying. Guess who just finished saying that? He did. Sometimes you listen to respond. You don't listen to comprehend. You don't listen to enjoy. You don't listen to observe or to get better at anything. You just listen to argue your point. Argue me down. And modern women will say, well,
you or your man?
I think the woman, me.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Should the person that has the most responsibility have the most authority?
I think all in all, yeah.
All in all, yeah. Then who has the most responsibility in a relationship, the man or the woman? Generally.
I think the man.
The man. So shouldn't the man have the authority?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so that means that the man should have the final say.
So my TikTok made it on this guy's Instagram Reels, Dejan Mustard.
It's Dejan, but thank you.
He names a couple of people whose lives have actually been ruined by false accusations. Okay, next, can you make a video saying all the that have not been held accountable for their actions? Oh, you probably can't, because it would probably take you a year long to read all these that have gotten away with it.
Again, what is y'all's obsession with bringing up narratives that weren't really relevant to a point that you literally brought up? I'm not the one making the claim that assaulters don't exist. I'm not making the claim that victims of these assaults don't matter. I'm very obviously the logical one in whatever this is, and since you recognize your take was dog, you gotta attempt to balance it out by bringing up narratives that I never disagreed with.
Also, he says, also, you're chopped. Pop meat kettle. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You're chopped? Saying I'm chopped? Okay. We're on the same playing field then, buddy.
Same playing field, huh? You're right, you're right.
A guy who wants to defend is calling me chopped while he looks like this.
What the fuck?
Congratulations, naming a couple men who might have had their lives ruined by false accusations, which could very well be not false, because as we know, the criminal justice system doesn't actually hold the accountable.
There we go. There we have it. It's called the no accountability pipeline. False allegations don't really matter. Am I right, guys? Oh, you guys think they do matter? Well, they probably aren't false to begin with. 100 of whatever this thing is versus accountability. And the funniest part of it all is that somebody in the comments says, yeah, he's a piece of crap, but let's not purposefully mispronounce black people's names. It's a sensitive topic for a lot of black folks. And just like the dog you are, you bow down and say, my bad, I really just didn't know. And just like every activist born after 2000, she didn't even know what she was talking about. She lied to you and said that my name is Dejan, and you liked the comment like a good boy. So not only are you chopped, not only are you low IQ, but you also have no backbone. You should pick a struggle.
Exactly. And that's what we saw in the last clip with Cooley. Just talking to be talking. Who should have the authority? Well, I feel like women should have this, and this. And then once you lead them, you got to lead them to water. They say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Modern women, you got to make them drink. You have to lead them to the water, and they'll sit there and stare at the water like, what's this? You got to pick up the cup, get some water out of it, and spoon feed them. Here it is. Take it. Here, drink it. Open. Well, how to drink it? You have to open your mouth. You pour the water in there. Okay, no. You have to swallow it. Why am I swallowing this water? Because it nourishes your body. It nourishes your body. Everybody needs water. You need it. You got to spoon feed these modern women because they don't seem to understand that what they do is damaging. Their attitude is damaging. And it's the same thing with this woman right here. Talking senseless, talking reckless. I'm not going to have my life ruined for a moment of stupidity of a woman, for a moment of absent-mindedness, for a moment of, oh, well, I was just feeling a certain way, so I went on ahead and said this, and it made me feel better. But now I feel so bad. And you only feel so bad after wrestling with it for 20 years. 20 years gone by, the man can't have a family. The job, the career he wanted, he don't have it because you lied. And instead of listening to what he said, you arguing back and forth with him, and the man got a point.
Questions for you.
What's up?
Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Would you mind, I'll give you $20 to serve my wife paperwork for a divorce because I caught her cheating last week. You want to do it?
Yes, sir. I don't like cheaters.
Yeah, neither do I. Okay, you want to just move your bike off to the side?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what you have to do.
No worries. What in the f? This is like some GTA mission right here, dude. What? Oh, dude, this dude, I don't even know, like, I'll just park right there. SD legit, official paper server.
Okay, so, I really appreciate this.
Not a problem.
I just filed this yesterday.
Okay.
And so I gotta get it served today because I'm going out of town tomorrow.
No worries.
So, I'll fill this out for you. So this is the case number. This is where it's going to be served at my house.
Okay.
I live 2 blocks that away.
Okay. As you can tell, I just got approached by some random dude whose was cheating on him. This dude's a he's in that Porsche Carrera right there. So I get to go break it to this and it's all going to be on footage and it's all going to go on YouTube. I'll see if I can learn out how to blur her face out, but if I can't do it. Oh, this is for you, ma'am. You're being served papers. Thanks, dude. Sorry about.
And this is how men operate. A simple exchange. I'll give this to you. I'm not going to ask no questions about what's going on. Just get it done. It's none of my business. Just get it done. She might want to sit there, talk about it. No, I caught you cheating. I'm headed out. End of story. Well, I felt like, and I wanted to. I'm headed out. End of story.
I'm single and in therapy, and here is something I do when I start to spiral. Actually, first thing I do is cuddle a petit bear.
Harder because like all of my friends have loving partners, loving husbands, fiancés, whatever. Like they just have these people that are just there for them, like through thick and thin. Like I'm not looking for anything, but if it happens, it happens. And I'm just trying to hope that it does one day. If it doesn't, I mean, I will live with that. I feel like I'm a firm believer of like everything happens for a reason. So like if someone's in my life, like it was meant to be for some sort of reason. I can't deny the fact that even though I'm like a single bad bitch, like I do think of like the what if.
You know, I noticed that once again, modern women do the same thing as men. A lot of times they'll say a man holds his feelings in and he copes and this and that. But what she's experiencing right here is the exact same emotion that men feel, right? Well, I got to be strong. I got to keep a good face on for everybody, even though I know you're just telling us what it is that you're doing. You're still doing the same thing. Well, at least I talk about it. It doesn't matter if you talk about it. Modern women confuse talking with a solution. Does that make sense? They confuse, well, I said something. And so at that point, you know, everything should be fixed. No, just because you're talking does not mean that you're coping any better. Does not mean that you're doing any better. And that's what we see with a lot of these modern women right here. They just talk and they say, the only difference here is that a man's not saying anything. That's literally it. That's literally it. Well, you should talk more. Men get tired of talking. They get tired of telling you, hey, this is what I need from you. So they just quit talking and start going back to work. Modern women will talk all day and get no work done. That's what you're seeing here.
Can someone tell me why trying to find someone to settle down with in your 40s is like trying to win the Euro Millions? It's absolutely impossible. Where are all the men that are genuinely looking to settle down, to have a peaceful life with somebody, just wants to have a partner to share life with?
It's my 32nd birthday and my life looks nothing like what I thought it would. I am still single. I've been single for 9 years. I currently don't have a job. I'm unemployed, but I'm job hunting.
The reason I haven't found the man of my dreams is I heard that if you make banana bread, that men will fall in love with you. And I've never made banana bread once in my entire life. So I'm gonna start making banana bread to manifest myself a man.
Please can someone explain to me how men can be loyal to one football team, be loyal to the same barber all their lives, they have the same friend group since school, but they can't be loyal to one woman?
A lot of modern women do this thing to where they try to create gotcha moments, stuff that they've been thinking about for 2 or 3 years at least. And then I picked the perfect time and I landed it correctly, that sort of thing. It's just the emotional build up to it and it's the execution of it. Only unfortunately for you, you didn't get anything but older and single and more lonely. That's what you're finding out. Well, how do you know that? Well, we can go back to a couple of clips ago where a woman is saying, Why is it so hard for me to settle down in my 40s? Well, y'all throw out these standards and y'all, for some reason, forget the man is the other part of the equation. And so when he hears you, he's like, oops, she's cute, but that's not what I'm looking for. One was talking about, well, maybe I'll start baking banana bread. That's great. Love banana bread. But at some point in time, it's another form of gotcha. I created something that you liked. I made you something that you liked. But my personality, who I am as an individual, is still trash. I'm not going to change that. I'm going to stay exact same. If you don't like me, then you're just going to have to get out. But they'll say that after they secure their wedding ring. After that you marry them. That's what they say. Men are walking away from that. All these gotcha moments decreasing rapidly.
I would just love to know, where are women finding men in their 30s? Because I have done every dating app. I'm really social. I go out a lot. And when I go out, I try and meet someone organically. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't. Unless maybe I'm just not approachable. Give me a nice guy. Give me a nice guy any day. And I thought by dating older that they were more mature and looking for something more serious. I actually think the younger guys are less broken and less damaged. I actually think girls, if you're in your 30s, go younger. Because the older ones, they're fucked. They're absolutely fucked.
Let's talk about it. 2025 dating. It's absolute carnage. Like, I generally can't fathom it. I've met men that can't love me more than they love themselves. I've met, I think, yeah, go you, but like, don't be arrogant with it. I've met men that say, let's go for a date, but no follow up. I've met men that words don't align with their action. I've also met men that are really fucking lovely, but we just don't align, or I'm not physically attracted to them, which isn't hard for me. I'm not physically attracted to anyone, but, it's absolutely mind-boggling to me. Do they think, this isn't all men, because I know the men will come on here and be like, not all men are like this. I know. It's just the ones that I choose to date. Why? I clearly have a type. I need to stop dating guys with tattoos, turkey teeth, and a beard. They're my weakness. My absolute weakness. Maybe not so much turkey teeth, but nice teeth.
I don't even think it's all the things that you listed. I just think y'all find ways not to focus on the things that actually make sense. There's plenty of dudes out there that are tatted up. Plenty of dudes out there that are in ride bikes and stuff like that. You do things that maybe society would consider like, kind of like the underbelly of society. Faithful husband for literal years, every day until he passed away. Some of these brothers still living, still doing it. Kids love him. They in the way of we love dad. He's the coolest man that I know. A man pretty much in any and every situation knows how to rock it. He knows how to do it right. What you're picking is trash men. And you'll say, maybe I need to stop dating men with tattoos, or this or that, or this or that. But you'll never focus on the behavior of the person. If you want to cut out tattoos, great for you. That's a preference. But at the end of the day, modern women, y'all gotta get out. Well, maybe you can stay in your car, but stay in your car and figure out a plan. Y'all talk to ChatGPT so much. Ask ChatGPT, how can I stop sabotaging myself? Y'all won't do that though.
Maybe I should go with someone with no teeth. Who knows? What the fuck is going on?
And are we sure? Every single experience I have with a man reinforces the idea that it is all men. Everyone I know has a story about a man doing them dirty. Every one of your mamas has a story about being done dirty by a man. The older I get, the more I just think it's not worth it. It's not worth it to get married. It's not worth it to have kids with these people. Like, it's just not worth it.
There's actually a women's loneliness epidemic too. It's just that we will manage our feelings of longing and hunger, and you guys won't. Do you think we like this? Do you think that all the single women in the world like the fact that we cannot find decent human men to spend our time with? Do you think we like that? Do you think we like going years without physical contact with the gender we're sexually attracted to? Do you think we like that? I thing that kills me the most is how many fucking phenomenal single women I know, absolutely wonderful, beautiful, successful human beings I know who happen to be women. I don't know any single men. I don't know any.
So the man is the problem still. You're the victim. Once again.
None.
My love life is so dry right now. In fact, my love life has been dry since September of 2024. So we're going on a year here. I am actually at a point where I think I'd rather be in a situationship. Yes, I said it. I think I would rather be in a situationship than be this single and bored. That is saying a lot because I feel like I have done all of the healing work that a person can do in their lifetime. I've done all the right things. I have chosen peace first above all else. I've spent time alone. I have learned to enjoy my time alone, and sometimes I enjoy it a little bit too much. But I don't know. At this rate, it's like, if I'm not at least gonna find someone to be in a committed relationship with, at least I can still get something out of a situationship. Like, at least I can still get some excitement over a situationship that isn't gonna last. Because at least when you're in a situationship, you have this idea that, okay, maybe things are gonna go further.
I always used to think that us women had it worse in the dating game until last night I was talking to a friend, a male friend, and he was saying something and it just put a different perspective on their side of dating, like men. So he was basically saying, like, a lot of these women, unfortunately, right, they want this lifestyle and they want you to spend a lot of money on them before they allow you to get to know them. So they want expensive dinners, they want trips, they want pay for this, pay for that. And he was like, I don't know you. This is a
The thing about these modern women is they think for some reason, well, it really is, how long can you hold out for a man? Like, how long can you avoid wanting to have sex with somebody? The longer you do that, the more money that you keep. And a lot of men are like, well, I just stay at the house and do other things, right? In order to enjoy myself, and I keep my money and it's free. Well, technically free. Modern women are thinking that they'll just continue to do this thing and men will crumble at one point in time, and a man will give them everything that they want. No, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that at all. There's going to be someone out there selling it, and he'll say, let me just go over there and get what I need from them and come back to the house, right? Once again, and do some other things besides dealing with you. There's no way that for 30 seconds, I'm going to make a 30-year mistake and lose my entire savings and lose my entire fortune that I built in 30 years. So a lot of people are talking about Shannon Sharpe and the things that he did. You could have been a little bit smarter. You could have done things a little bit differently, right? And stayed out of that situation. But modern women are thinking, and, you know, some of them are stronger than others, but they're thinking, well, you know, at some point in time, these men will bend, they'll break. But as you saw in this last clip over here, she's tired. She's tired of it. Like I said, there are women that they can go longer than others, and they are stronger than others, but they all get tired eventually. The vast majority of them, they get tired. They try to do that, well, you know, get around some friends, do this activity, do that. They get tired. I don't want to do this activity anymore. Like she just said, I'm tired of healing. I'm tired of, you know, improving myself. I want to do it no more. I want a man. I want to find a man, but I still want him to do what I want him to do, how I want him to do it, when I want him to do it. So you actually haven't done the work that you need to do, because you're not looking to serve your husband like you want your husband to serve you. So until that day comes, you're going to probably stay in the same position.
Video to the guy who flaked on me on our date. I just wanted to show you what I was going to bring to you. Now you're ghosting me last minute. So childish. So I'm Latina. I got you some tacos. Really good. From my favorite tacos place. I made you Homemade horchata, agua horchata, because you said you like that, and I made it. And some Mexican corn muffin with honey butter, handmade. Let me know why you ghosted me. That's crazy.
Honestly, man, this is the type of effort that men are looking for. You say, well, what can I bring besides my energy? This. This right here. Brother, you need to get in contact with her immediately. I mean, she might be crazy, but if she cook like that, then you might be able to take just a little bit of crazy. Not like psychopath, jail cell, serial killer crazy, but if she cooking like that, I sleep with armor on. I sleep with a bulletproof vest on. I'm just joking.
Best dating advice you need to remember is that men are stupid.
But if guys are stupid and you get played by guys, what does that make you? Because if we run this through a basic calculator, if the guy is stupid, that has to make you.
I'm starting to realize that the reason why so many of my dates suck is because I'm out of their league.
Is it actually true that every guy
To all the men out there, if a woman ever says, what color should I get my nails? I'm going to get my nails done right now. What shape should I get? Anything mentioning the nail or nail salon, that is the part where you Venmo, Zelle, Apple Cash, send the money, drop off the cash.
Shut the f***, Kinsey. Let's go ahead and do the thing where we flip it to show how much of a loser a man would be using this same logic. Ladies, let me help you out. If a man is sitting in his apartment and he texts you out of the blue for no reason and says that he's hungry, that means you should, send him some food or get up and go cook him some food, just immediately. He just has to mention that he's hungry. His belly is grumbling. His belly welly is grumbling. Hey ladies, I'm just gonna give you some sauce. If a man says that he needs his sucked, you should be on the way. With a wet mouth. If he just mentions it, you should be on the way with a wet mouth and a deep throat. That sound crazy? Thank you.
Modern women over and over again continue to tell us and remind us that they're children. Like, if I'm going to go get my nails done, then he needs to pay for it. Am I your dad? When you get on the subway, I think there was a clip just a few minutes ago or a couple seconds ago where they were on the train and there was dudes sitting there, and I think there might have been one woman sitting in between the dudes like, oh, get up and give me your seat. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm tired. I don't have to. Modern women expect to be taken care of, and they don't even know the man. Why?
Isn't that just lovely? Now, if someone would be so kind to let me know, because I am rather curious, and I'm sure a lot of others are as well, what exactly is the fascination, or rather I should say the obsession that so many seem to have with not only just hating men in general, but creating content specifically designed to perpetuate the idea that all men are bad? What exactly are some of these individuals, I wonder, hoping to accomplish by doing this? Is it simply because they need attention and they're creating content that is basically rage bait that they know people are going to respond to? Or do they genuinely want to perpetuate hatred and bigotry towards an entire demographic of people? I think that's a question that needs to be answered, because a lot of them really just seem to be desiring of attention, whether it be positive or negative. And I think that's something that we need to look into.
Que la invitan a retirarse.
Natalie, get off of.
I mean, nothing to see here, just modern women on their worst behavior. The man's trying to play the game, and you're all over his back. Now, if you would have come in that makeup room, you'd have been upset by that. Just worse behavior. They got to escort her out in front of everybody. They got to escort this woman out in front of everybody because she couldn't follow directions. Just doing what they want to do. Oh, all men belong 6 feet under. Really? Really? Are you serious? If a man were to say this type of stuff, what type of trouble would he be in for making these weird statements? But modern women, they come in there and bother you when they want to. They come in here and mess up your stuff. They come in and infringe on your territory and your space whenever they want to. And now this woman, say for instance on the screen, is looking clueless. Like, what did I do? Broke the law. Broke the law.
Picture for my Tinder profile?
Nah, hell nah. You gotta get me in trouble. What picture?
For my profile, it shows the stuff tricks that I've been with.
I'm not one of them.
You didn't want to see me?
Of course. Why would I want to see someone who has...
So why are you making such a big deal about it?
Why would I want to see someone who assaulted me?
I didn't assault you.
What did you do?
I gave you hard love and attention.
You don't know me. Why you love me?
You did something so great for me. You bailed me out.
Yeah, I bailed out 4 or 5 people.
You took the street, and now I just want to be with you.
No. You can stay on the streets. You can stay on the... You could stay on the streets. I bailed you out of jail. I didn't try to take you out of the streets. Go back to the streets. I don't give a... Stay in the streets. What the... I'm gonna let me walk by myself.
Do you feel more comfortable walking by yourself?
Yes.
I don't care. This could have been so smooth. I didn't want to tell you that I was just conning you on because I just wanted you to come see, talk to me. I looked a little rough the first time. My hair was all crazy. I look better now.
Well, you look a little more decent.
A little bit more decent?
Yeah.
You said you didn't like the way I reacted the first time when I you and told you that I wanted you. So now I'm trying to redo this. So I'm gonna redo it the correct way. I'm not gonna be... It smells so good. It smells so good. What is wrong with you? What's wrong? You want me to stop so bad? Yeah. Be with me.
Nah.
You don't want me to stop.
I want you to stop.
So show me. Show me.
Show you what?
Show me.
Show you what?
Show me. Show me.
What you want to show you? Get out this life. Because you can end up in jail again. And I'm definitely not going to bail you out if you end up in jail again.
You're not?
No.
You're not going to come for me?
No.
You know, modern women are not going to respect any boundaries. At that point, just get up and leave. They be talking about how they be scared of men. You need to be scared of yourself and your inability to stop when somebody says stop. To listen to no when somebody says no, don't do that. No.
Donnie, you done got the salmon too? Like, for real? I had to eat. I know you had to eat, but what I'm saying is, like, you know how my budget is. Like me for like, I can't keep buying all this expensive food.
Hey, did you get my strawberry lemonade?
Hell yes. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Who is this?
This is my friend.
Okay. Your friend? Who paying for her food?
You are.
No. Okay, no. I'm not. Listen, man, we go on the internet.
No, if you want to be with a woman, Miss Caliber, my friends come with it, so you need to buy her drinks.
Drinks?
You still want those Brussels sprouts? I do. Okay.
But she ain't get no salmon too, though. She ain't get no salmon.
If she wants salmon, she can get the salmon.
You're being rude, man. Like, who comes in on somebody else's dime? And
she's vegan.
You know what? I'm gonna show you what rude is. I'm gonna show you what rude is. Y'all can pay for your own damn food. Y'all can pay for your own food.
I shattered my phone. I just broke my phone.
Do you have a map? Because I keep getting lost in your eyes. Can I get your number?
Why are you still going? Why are you still going? He's literally been doing it for like an hour. I swear. Just ask him why he's still going.
Did you date someone that did OF?
Sorry, we're just in the middle of something.
We're a bit busy right now. We're in the middle of an incident, darling.
Are you? What's the incident about?
Can't help you with that.
What?
Can't help you with that one.
You can't tell me what it's about?
No, unfortunately. No.
You know, it's funny because modern women talk about being able to read the room, but then the friend comes over here and sits down during the middle of a date and starts talking about, can you buy my friend some food? Who would do that? And then you have this woman coming up talking about, would you support somebody that did OF? We're in the middle of an incident. We're handling serious business. We don't have time for this. Modern women don't care. All we know and all we can see is they want what they want when they want it.
So you say on this video, what the F? And then you put in the caption that you tried to stay composed. From what? That man doesn't even look at you. He doesn't even pay attention to you, except for to move his shoulder back to get out of your way to let you off the elevator as he hurries to try and catch it. So what exactly are you upset about? If anything, he should be mad at you for taking your time to get off the elevator just so you can get a video for social media. And you don't even have the decency to hold the doors for that man. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had an elevator close on you? That hurts, and that's an old man. Imagine if he would have got hurt from this. Bullying an old man, then post it online as if it's something to be proud of. And all for what? Some likes and attention on social media. Shame on you. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
28-hour brain surgery. That must have been hard.
Hard? I used to be a barista.
Are you taking them or are you
You know, you see stuff like this and you really understand the state of modern women. I mean, just being on somebody else's statue that you know you're not supposed to be on. Once again, going back to the video clip where the woman went past the barrier and the security had to go get her and she was confused about it. Those two girls on the plane where the man was just minding his own business and they thought it would be cute to record that video while they are slowly and subtly trying to put their head on his shoulder. That man didn't ask her, then he had to push her head off. They do stuff like that all the time. Like it just seems like they're out of touch with reality. Like they just don't get it. They really don't. That video that Joey Swole was reacting to, the man, go back and look at it. The man didn't even look at her. He didn't even look her direction. And she still posted it as if he did something wrong. They're just completely out of touch, to be honest. Why are men walking away? Well, it's because you say things. Well, first of all, you're out here lying on men left and right, talking about they're looking at you when they're not. Number one. Number two, you're saying things are what they're not. Oh, a barista is one of the hardest jobs, if not the hardest job. Are you serious? Are you serious? Even if you took a second, and I understand it gets super busy in coffee shops. I used to work at one. I understand it gets super busy. You get tired, you're hot, your back hurts, you're tired of standing on your feet. That's not one of the hardest jobs. Period. They think too much of themselves. They do too much. They think that they can get away with anything, and they wonder why men don't want to be bothered.
What I find fascinating is that as women, our horniness level will fluctuate throughout our cycle, like throughout the months. And usually for me, like when I'm PMSing, like I'm not horny, I don't want anybody to touch me. But obviously when I'm ovulating, I'm at like my peak horniness. And this is how men are every day. They're at their peak, the peak horniness that you're feeling when you're ovulating. This is how men are every day until they die. Isn't that crazy? Like, now everything is like clear.
By the way, this is the same woman who went on a date with a dude a few years ago and got raked over the coals for her response to him not wanting to pay $3 extra for some cheese on a cheeseburger. A few years later, now she understands what men are going through.
Many DL men. Guys always say that they're trying to be respectful in the gym and like not approach women, but they will literally, the woman will be staring, begging, like, come talk to me, but like, I don't want to be the one to go up to you all the fucking time. Like, I want to be the woman.
There's nothing like some homophobia at 8 in the morning. Yeah, let's get into this one. Okay, so this mentally stable woman is in the car screaming and crying. I'm assuming over the fact that she was just at a location where she was staring at a man that she assumes liked her back, looked at her, and also wanted to approach, but didn't do it because he was scared of approaching her or something. And then she immediately opens up the video with, I'm tired of these DL men, referring to this man as gay because he didn't come and approach her. But she's clearly using that as like a derogatory slur, because she admits that she's like, oh, I get it. I get that it's like some men are afraid to approach and like some men just want to be respectful. Like, I understand. So if you understand that, then why are you assuming that he's DL? Is it because you're using gay as an insult? You notice how she says, well, I don't want to be the one to go up to you all the time. How do you think men feel? This is men's point. Like, at a certain point, it becomes exhausting. You're tired of doing it. Guarantee you this girl has done it one time. Imagine a guy doing this over like 30 times, 40 times. Like, no, we're good too. She even in the middle of the video writes, didn't realize I had testicles. Neither did we. So thanks for alerting us. This is why I say so many times, so many women are more misogynistic than most men.
Most of these modern women have diarrhea of the mouth. They think this is funny to say. They think it's okay to say because it's just my feelings, and my feelings are valid. They think that whatever comes out of their mouth is supposed to be validated by a man. But if it's and when it's in reverse, the man needs to be quiet. He doesn't understand. He needs to read the room. We go back to the comedian when he was just talking about kids. Oh, you don't have any kids. You need to be quiet talking on that. So once again, when a guy has something to say, when he has analysis, then it doesn't make sense. Sit down and be quiet. But when a woman does, it's totally valid.